नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामी नामिने। कृपया क्षमताम् अपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदं। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेरारंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तीनेर स्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरण। So, yesterday you wanted to hear more about Sanatana Goswami.
But I didn't realize today is also a TT above and over there, so I think.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll hear about Sanatana Goswami today. It's very inspiring, Sanatana Goswami's life. Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and Rupa Goswami, their life is very, very inspiring. So, it is good to hear the life stories of such exalted Vaishnavas repeatedly. One time, I'll tell you, I don't know if I have already shared with you. One time, one Maharaj, he came to Gurudev and he told, he pointed towards me and he told that Gurudev, this person has left everything. He has left his job, very lucrative job, everything he left for your service. Please, shower your mercy on him. Please give your service to him always. In this manner, that devotee told Guru Maharaj. Then Guru Maharaj immediately told, we have to go through the life narrations of Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis. Have you gone through their lives? How, they were holding a very, very high class position in the society. One is the Prime Minister, another is the Finance Minister of the, King of Bengal, Governor of Bengal during those days. They were holding such a very highly esteemed position. But still, after seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they immediately gave that up very easily. And how they had led the rest of their life, They were very, very humble. They were not staying under even one tree, means 2 days continuously. They will keep on changing their, place every day. Means they had no single house. They had nothing to wear, even though they were very, very rich. So, what is our renunciation in front of theirs? What is our devotion in front of their devotion? We have given up nothing. Because he said that I have given up such a lucrative job to, submit to Gurudev. Immediately Guru Maharaj told, whatever we did is simply nothing. It is nothing. Because the lives of such persons, they give inspiration to us. Otherwise we think, oh yes, I have given up such a lucrative job. I have given up my wonderful and comfortable life in Ukraine, and I am living in Mayapur or America, such a auspicious conditions. We think ourselves very nice. We'll have a pat on our own back, very nice. We are doing something which is, impossible. But when we go through the lives of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, we will understand whatever we are doing is nothing actually. They led their life in that manner for entire rest of their life. So, these lives of Sanatana Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami particularly, very, very inspiring. Yesterday we heard what kind of renunciation Srila Sanatana Goswami has exhibited. That he is not willing to take new clothes. He is not willing to eat in the Brahmana's house. And simply by the indication of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had even given his very, valuable, blanket to someone on the streets. And then, after that, after he reached Vrindavan, they were wearing only loin clothes, nothing else, the Sadhu Goswamis. They were staying beneath a tree, under a tree. In this manner they performed Hari Bhajan. And how he has exhibited how humble he is, it is seen in each and every, facet of his life. Every facet of his life, it was very, very clearly seen how humble he was. So yesterday we heard till the point, where Sanatana Goswami, Mahaprabhu gave the knowledge, Sambandha Gyan, to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami inquired, who am I? What am I supposed to do? Why am I getting the troubles? Please explain to me all that is essential for me to know, because I don't know how to put a question also. I don't know what is to be known by me and what is not to be known. Therefore, whatever you think is essential, you please explain all those things. So, then Mahaprabhu explained to him about Sambandha Jnana, we heard, elaborated in 4 to 5 chapters in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That is the longest, conversation that is recorded in Chaitanya Charitamrita. How important is this conversation for every one of us? And Pujapad Bharti Maharaj said on one occasion that, why Mahaprabhu chose to speak to Sanatana Goswami about Sambandha Jnana in Varanasi. Varanasi means in Benares. Why did he choose to speak at that place? Because Benares is the place where the Mayavadis live. The Mayavadis live there. And they call Soham, I am that Brahman, I am that Brahman. So, they have misidentification of their own selves. They think that they are that. And Sanatana Goswami's question is very apt, who am I? They think that they are God. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in order to make everyone understand, even those Mayavadis understand who we are, he has spoken about Sambandha Jnana. Jivera Sarupa Hai Krishnera Nitya Das. Our true identity is that we are eternal servants of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. We are not Krishna, we are not Bhagavan, nor do we belong to this material world. Nor am I a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, nor Indian, etc., etc. I am the servant of the Supreme Lord. This is my eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord. So, why he gave this knowledge is he gave it to everyone in Varanasi who are misidentifying themselves. So, after blessing Sanatana Goswami in this manner, Mahaprabhu gave 4 services to Sanatana Goswami. Tumiyo kariho bhakti shastrer prachar. Propagate the devotional scriptures. Propagate means first you have to write. Write the devotional scriptures and propagate. Mathurai luptatirther kariha uddhar. And please, bring to light all the, tirthas or the pastime places of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna which have been lost due to the influence of time. Means they slowly disappeared from the eyes of ordinary persons. You please reveal all of those again. Brindavane Krishna Seva Vaishnava Achar. And in Brindavan establish the deity worship and Vaishnavas Achar means behavior. And Bhakti Smriti Shastra Kari Karaho Prachar. And write the Smriti Shastras, devotional Smriti means they are the, you can say, how do I put the word? Injunctions. Smriti Shastras, there are various injunctions. So, Vaishnava injunctions. What are the duties of a Vaishnava? You write these scriptures and propagate. In this manner, these are the 4 specific duties that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had given to Sanatana Goswami. And later, Mahaprabhu left for Vrindavan Dham, and then he told Sanatana Goswami also to go to Vrindavan and stay with Rupa Goswami and perform bhajan. One time, Sanatana Goswami, he was coming to Puri Dham. He wanted to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. So he was very eager to see the Supreme Lord. Therefore, he was coming very quickly, and then he was walking in hot sun, drinking waters from various places. He was exposed to various environments and food, etc., because of which he had developed rashes, scabies on his body. And to that degree that they also started to ooze, pus and water from the body. So already he was very much disturbed that my body is not fit to serve Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, because he had served the Muslims. Therefore he is thinking that I am not fit to serve Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is staying in very close to Jagannath Puri. I cannot stay with him even though I am going to Puri. On top of it, this scabies that got developed on my body is going to further, stop me from performing any kind of service duties and even the sight of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was thinking that I shall go to Puri Dham, and then I shall give up my life by throwing myself in front of the Ratha, the cart of Jagannath during Ratha Yatra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is an all-knower, he knows everything. So one day he comes to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami is staying in the house of Haridas Thakur. So, and not only was staying at the place of Haridas Thakur, he would come and then he would embrace Sanatana. That would disturb him even more. Why Mahaprabhu is embracing me? I am unfit. On top of it, the pus and the water etc. that is oozing from my body is spoiling, polluting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore he was very upset. He was telling, no, please don't touch me. But Mahaprabhu is, dragging him very close to him and then he is embracing him. So he was very determined to give up his life. Mahaprabhu, he comes to know about this and then he says, Sanatan, if by giving up the body one can attain Krishna, then within a moment I would have given up my body several times. I would have committed suicide several times to attain Supreme Lord. This is not the way to attain Supreme Lord. By committing suicide, one cannot attain Supreme Lord. Therefore, give up your, desire to throw yourself in front of Jagannath's cart. And also, this body of you, your body is not your property. Your body is my property. And how dare you destroy my property? If it is your property, okay, but your body is my property. How dare you, destroy my property? It is not the right attitude. It is the attitude of a thief. Don't do that. You are very expert in the religious duties and the proper etiquettes and morals. I don't expect this from you. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is basically saying that committing suicide and these things, these are actually activities performed in mode of ignorance. This is not dharma. This is not dharma, this is not religion. This is an activity in the mode of ignorance. And by that, nobody can attain Supreme Lord. Then he says that I want to utilize your body for a supreme purpose. Therefore, you don't have any right to give up this body. Then, for few days, Sanatana Goswami stayed there. He gave up his, desire to give up the body. He took darshan of Jagannath Dev, and what astonished him the most was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dance in front of Jagannath's cart. He was completely astonished to see the kind of dance that Mahaprabhu had performed, and he felt himself very, very blessed to have witnessed such a thing. One day, Mahaprabhu, when he was staying in Tota, means near Tota Gopinath, at that time he tells Sanatan, please come and see me. Now Sanatana Goswami, rather than coming in the main path, he had taken the path of the ocean. He walked on the hot sand on the shore of the beach, and he reached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then there are so many blisters that got formed on his foot. It was very hot, and sand, how hot it is. It will become in the hot sun. The Jyeshta Mas means the proper summer time. So then Mahaprabhu asked, Sanatan, why did you take that long route and a very troublesome route to come to this place? You would have come through Simhadwar. Then he replied that I don't have the eligibility to come through that path. Because the servants of Jagannath, they are walking on that path, and by my sight or by my touch, they will be polluted. I don't want to become a hindrance in Jagannath service. Therefore, I took up this path. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sings his glories. I want to read in Bengali and then translate in English. A very beautiful words that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Yadyapiu tumi hau jagat pavan tomas parshe pavitra hoy dev munigan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling that even though you are Jagata Pavan, you have the capacity to purify the entire universe. And by touching you, even the great Munis, Rishis and even demigods, they become purified. You see, one of the limbs of devotional practice, 64 limbs of devotional practice is touching the body of a pure devotee. That's one of the, 64 limbs of devotion. That's why we have seen most revered Param Gurudev, he used to touch the leaves of Tulsi Devi. He used to touch the leaves of Tulsi Devi, manjaris, etc., and then he would put it on his head. Because touching the devotees, pure devotees, is one of the limbs of devotion. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling that by touching you, even the demigods and the munis, the rishis, they all become pure. Not only the universe, but even they become pure. Tathapi bhakta svabhav maryada rakhan, maryada palana hai sadhura bhushan. But in spite of that, the devotees, they always follow proper etiquette. If we are not given entrance into Jagannath temple, you not say, hey, why are you not allowing me inside? I will sue a case against you. We are devotees, you are not allowing me inside. No. A devotee, he never breaks the etiquette. Whatever has happened, it is my own karma. He will take like that. But he will never, transgress the whatever regulations are there, he will not do. So, Bhakta Swabhav Maryada Rakshan. It is the duty, it's the nature of a devotee to, protect the Maryada, etiquette. Maryada Palana Hoy Sadhura Bhushan. And it is in fact the ornament of a sadhu that they, respect, they behave themselves properly. Etiquette, behavior, conduct, everything is very nice. Maryada langhane lok kare upahas, ihalok paralok dui hoy nash. If one breaks the etiquette, then even while living in this world or in the upper world, wherever we are, there is never going to be any kind of peace. People will make fun of such a person. Therefore, it's very, very essential that the devotional conduct is to be maintained. Trinadapi sunichena, tarorapi sahishnuna, amanina, manadena. This is the devotional conduct. One has to follow that conduct by all means. Maryada rakhile tushta hoy morman, tumi eiche na korile kore kon jan. Mahaprabhu is telling that if anyone is following the proper etiquette and behavior, my mind is very pleased, and you have done that, I am very pleased. If a person like you is not doing it, who else will do? Means Mahaprabhu is telling that you are the right one to set an example for everyone. Sanatana Goswami was praised by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this manner. Then Sanatana Goswami, now he was getting disturbed every time Mahaprabhu is embracing him. Mahaprabhu has not stopped embracing him. Every time he is coming to Haridas Thakur's house, he is embracing him. One day Sanatana Goswami sits with Jagadananda Pandit. He says, you see, I am very disturbed. I don't want to pollute the body of Mahaprabhu. He is repeatedly forcing me to embrace him. I am very upset with this. What shall I do? Then Jagadananda Pandit says, you do one thing. You go to Vrindavan. Anyway, you have come from Vrindavan. For the Goswamis, Mahaprabhu has given the place Vrindavan. You go to Vrindavan. By that you will avoid, this situation. Then Sanatana Goswami was ready to do so. But Mahaprabhu came to know about this. When Mahaprabhu came to know about this, he chastised Jagadananda. He says, Kalikar batua jaga oiche garbi hoila toma sabare ho upadesh karite lagilo. This Jaga means Jagadananda. Yesterday's newly entrant devotee, means just novice. that novice has become so audacious to give instruction to you. ব্যবহারে পরমার্থে তুমি তার গুরুতুল্য, তোমারে উপদেশ করে না জানে আপন মূল্য. Even by vyavahar means you were the minister. You have given up such a high class position. You are the most respected in the society. And paramarthe. And when it comes to devotional, eligibility, even there you are senior to him. When it comes to material qualification or when it comes to devotional qualification, both these places he is more senior to you. Sorry, you are more senior to him. But still, not understanding his insignificance, this Jagadananda has dared to give instructions to you. Like this, Mahaprabhu told Sanatana, in front of Sanatana he told, means you don't have to follow his instruction. Who is he to instruct you? He has no eligibility to do so. Then Sanatana Goswami, what did he say immediately? If we were there in that position, then we will become very, means we say in India that our the chest will broaden. Oh, yes, I am being praised. But Sanatana Goswami, what did he say? Amar upadeshta tumi, this is continuing. Mahaprabhu is telling, Amar upadeshta tumi pramanika arja, তোমারে হু উপদেশে বালকা করে আইছে কার্য. You are even my instructor. You give even instructions to me. So you have the capacity to even instruct me. And towards such a person like you, such a novice infant, Jagadananda, he is giving instructions. Such an insignificant fellow. So Mahaprabhu, when he said like this, then immediately Sanatana Goswami says, जगदानंदे पियाओ आत्मीयता सुधारस, मोर पियाओ गौरव स्तुति निम्ब ऋषिंदरस. Sanatana Goswami, he was not totally flattened by such praises of Mahaprabhu, that you are my teacher also. And Mahaprabhu said, you are my teacher, and how can he give you instructions? Sanatana Goswami is telling that to Jagadananda you are showing lot of affection, because whom will one chastise? Upon whom there is love, lot of love. Not everyone will chastise everyone. There is only love and affection. You have given this nectarian juice of your affection to Jagadananda, and to me you are making me drink Gaurava Stuti. Stuti means flattery. Stuti means praises, glories. While you are singing my glories or you are flattering me, he is comparing to as Nimba Nishindaras, the most bitter juice. Nimba means the neem tree. Neem? Neem, what do you call, leaves. And Nishinda, there is another tree, Nishinda. Nishinda is even bitter than neem. A mixture of Nimba and Nishinda has been crushed and a juice has been prepared. Very, very bitter. So Sanatana Goswami is telling the chastisement to Jagadananda as a sweet juice, and the praises that he is offering to Sanatana as a bitter juice. So he says, no, I don't like this. You have to make me also yours, means you have to chastise me this manner. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately he was moved by the mood and the words of Sanatana Goswami. But it is actually Sanatana Mahaprabhu's instructions to all of us through this particular incident that we should not cross our limits. When we speak with the senior Vaishnavas, when we speak with those who are not only in the Vaishnavas, here it is said Vyavahar, even in the material qualification also someone is senior or superior to us, we should not behave recklessly with them. We should not cross our boundaries or limits. And then Mahaprabhu has repeatedly, Sanatana Goswami is repeatedly telling that, I am such a fallen soul, I am such a fallen soul, you are repeatedly embracing me, it is giving me lot of trouble, my body is material and you are spiritual, I don't want the juices of my body to touch your body and pollute you. In this manner, Sanatana Goswami repeatedly said, that is the reason I wanted to leave from this place. Then Mahaprabhu tells that, you see, even though you might consider your body to be very horrible, you are considering your body to be very horrible, but for me it is like nectar. Your body is nectar, it's not horrible for me. You may consider it to be horrible. Your body is transcendental, it can never be material, but it is your own humility that you are thinking that you are material, but actually you are not material. You see, Mahaprabhu is actually, we will understand the glory of Sanatana Goswami when Mahaprabhu is speaking about him like this. Mahaprabhu is telling that you are considering your body to be material because it's very much befitting you. A devotee never thinks that I am transcendental. If a devotee thinks that I am transcendental, if a devotee thinks that he is a guru, a devotee thinks that he is capable, he is eligible, then he cannot be called as a devotee any longer. That is that itself is an indication that he is a fallen person. But here Mahaprabhu is telling that this is very natural for you, but your body is not material, it is spiritual. Then Mahaprabhu even further says, you see, you and Rupa, both of them are like my children. Rupa and Sanatana, I am your protector and you are the one being protected by me. I have that kind of love towards you. Whatever the person who is protected, whatever way he is in, whatever form he is in, the one who is protecting, he always loves. He gives an example of mother and a child. The child, however ugly he may look, he or she, the child, and maybe the child is, he has passed urine, he has passed stool, and then he is playing in the stool and urine only. For outsiders, what is this child doing? What is this? Outsiders may run away. But mother, she will lovingly and affectionately pick the child from that, filthy place, and she is not, feeling, disturbed to make the child take bath, clean him with her own hands. She is loving the child in whatever position the child is. Rupa, Sanatana, both of you are like that for me. Whatever your body may be, oozing blood or whatever it is, your body is always lovable to me. And then he says, Mahaprabhu says, the body of the Vaishnavas is never material. That the body is aprakrita, transcendental, chidanandamay, spiritual, blissful, and completely knowledgeable. At the time of Diksha, a disciple submits to Guru, and at that very time, the Guru makes that body transcendental, spiritual. The body of the disciple is spiritualized. And in that spiritualized state, the disciple performs the bhajan of the Supreme Lord. Then he says, Sanatanera dehe Krishna kundu upajaya ama parikhite iha dilo pathaya. Mahaprabhu is telling that Krishna, he has wantedly put this kind of, bodily problem or disease in Sanatana's body. And then in order to test me, Krishna has sent him to me. He wanted to see me how much love I have towards the Vaishnavas. If I neglect the Vaishnavas by seeing their physical, diseased state, or any of the, ugly looks or whatever it is, then I would have failed. I will fail utterly in the test of Krishna. So Krishna has put this kind of disease in Sanatana, and then in order to test me, he had sent Sanatana to me. घृणा करी आलिंगन ना करिताम जबे कृष्ण ठाई अपराधी होइताम तबे. If I had, out of, if I had refused to embrace Sanatana by seeing his bodily disease, then I would have become a offender at the feet of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. पारिषद देह ए ना होय दुर्गंध प्रथमे दिवसे पाइलु चतुस्सम गंध. He is telling that Parishad Deha, the body of the associates of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, can never leave any bad scent. It is having the scent of Chatussama. Chatussama means Chandana, sandalwood, Karpura, camphor, Kasturi, musk, and Kumkum. What is it called? Kumkum is called Verinum or something like that. Vermilion, yes. So these four mixed together, ground, it leaves a very, very nice fragrance. So Sanatana's body is like that, he says. So, and then later Sanatana Goswami has been sent. He says that now you go to Vrindavan. He goes to Vrindavan, and then in Vrindavan, Jagadananda meets Sanatana Goswami one more time. He stays there, and he makes very special arrangement for Jagadananda for prasad, and he himself eats, dry rotis, etc. Sanatana Goswami was totally, disinterested in any of the material things. He would eat only dry rotis. The previous ones, Brajavasis, whatever they left, they would give to him. He would eat that. But for Jagadananda, he made very nice arrangements for prasad. After staying there for few days, Jagadananda wants to come back to Puri. Then he gives various, items to be given to Mahaprabhu. One of which is pilu fruit. There is a kind of a pilu fruit that is available, small fruit that is available in Vrindavan. He sent it in the hands of Jagadananda to be given to Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu and all the devotees who were in Nilachal Dham, they eat it with lot of, bliss. And I'm just skipping so many things. And then Sanatana Goswami, he was staying in Nandagaon, and there he had his own bhajan kutir, and he has performed, severe penances there, bhajan, very intense bhajan he performed. One time, Rupa Goswami wanted to prepare very nice, kheer, sweet rice for him. And at that time, a little girl, she comes and gives milk, she gives rice, and she gives also yogurt and other, milk, spices, and rice and sugar. They are given to Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami cooks. And then when Sanatana Goswami comes and tastes this, he was very, he tasted it to be completely divine. He said that, wow, who prepared this? Rupa Goswami said, I prepared this. Where did he get these items from, ingredients from? He said that one little girl, she had brought and gave it to me. Then Sanatana Goswami could understand that it is Radharani herself who has come in the form of a little girl to, give to Rupa Goswami. And then Sanatana Goswami, he immediately says that, oh, it's very, very bad that our object of worship has come in to serve us. And then from that day onwards, he told Rupa Goswami no, don't accept that, don't desire to perform such beautiful, delicious food items. So in this manner, also he stayed in Vrindavan, next to Madan Mohan temple. He stayed there in Madan Mohan temple. He worshipped Radha Madan Mohanji. There are several pastimes that have happened there, and his samadhi is also there next to Radha Madan Mohan temple. Another important incident that most revered Srila Gurudev used to say in regard to Sanatana Goswami is about a Brahmana. A Brahmana who was a worshipper of Lord Shiva. He would come to Shiva to pray for wealth, and Shiva directs him to Sanatana Goswami in Braja. He goes to Sanatana Goswami, and then Sanatana Goswami, by seeing Sanatana Goswami, he sees that, how did Shiva send me to this person? He seems to be already a pauper. What will he give me? But then, okay, Lord Shiva has sent, let me go and check. Sometimes, great, rich persons, they don't present themselves as rich people, isn't it? So let me check with him. So he went and asked. Sanatana Goswami told, where will I have money? I don't have anything. I don't have a single house also to stay. I have no proper clothes to wear. Where will I give you money? I don't have anything. He says, no, Lord Shiva told. Maybe he's mistaken, I don't know. So he is going, that Brahmana was leaving, and in the meantime, Sanatana remembered, what is this? Lord Shiva will never speak lies. Then he remembered he had a touchstone. And he called back that Brahmana and told, you see, just dig the mud here. You might get one precious gem. He digged out and then found a precious gem, that's touchstone. Whatever he touches with, that any metal it is touched with, that touchstone, immediately it gets converted to gold. So now, getting this, the Brahmana is delighted. He is dancing in ecstasy. Wow, I got so much wealth, so much wealth. And then he's going, and then suddenly he thinks, this person might have got more wealth. Otherwise, how did he not remember such a precious stone that he has put here? He has forgotten. That means he has greater wealth. Only a person who has lots of wealth, he will not know. Okay, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 2000 rupees is gone. Not a big deal. But for a person whose earning is only 10,000 rupees a month, for him 2000 is a lot. So this person might have got lots and lots of money. Let me check with him. He again goes back and then he asks, what wealth do you have that you have forgot about this particular thing also? And he says, do you want it? Yes, I want it. Just throw this touchstone in the water in Yamuna. He has thrown it into Yamuna, and then he gives him Krishna Nama, Dhan, the wealth of Krishna's name. So, Sanatana, this our most revered Srila Guru Maharaj used to say on the day of Guru Purnima, this particular incident of Sanatana Goswami and the Brahmana. It's a very, very instructive story where this Brahmana, who has come with a desire for money, but he has approached a pure devotee, and then he got the supreme name. So, as I said already, in Radha Madan Mohan temple, his samadhi is there, Sanatana Goswami. So we read this because of your desire, and it's very nice to remember Sanatana Goswami. The more we remember Sanatana Goswami, the more we will be purified, and more we will be inspired also. So Goswami's lives particularly needs to be repeatedly read and remembered. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद प्रवंश स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। सपरिकर श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधा गोविंद श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय। श्री श्री हरि कथा श्रवण करी भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।